What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Incarcerated. Man, y'all see the title of this story. I'm going to make it short and I'm going to make a long video version of this. You want to see the long video version, man, go to my YouTube channel, Mr. Incarcerated. You see the title. Next month will be 30 years since, all this stuff happened, since my cousin died, since I got shot, and people ask me about it all the time. I spoke on it a little bit, but I ain't really, did I really speak on it? So there's so much to the story about what took place, what went down, how we ended up in that spot. There's so much you need to know. And, a lot of times I blame myself for the incident. What could I have done different? Could I have done anything different? What if the roles were reversed? Would I have went down there with him? And I know the answer to that. That's my family. And we were close, and ain't nothing I wouldn't have done for him the same as, there wasn't anything he wouldn't do for me. And, you know, man, I'm trying to think of how to say this. I lost my cousin. Like I said, next month. I was 19 years old when this happened. I'm 49 now. So you think if you take that back, man, like I said, we're coming up on the 30-year anniversary of what took place. And I remember from the time it started, man, and, me and Mr. Lucas now, we're, man, close friends now, and he done what he's supposed to do. I don't never want nobody to get that twisted. I was in the streets. He was in the streets. We're two different people now. You know what I'm saying? But if anybody shoots at me, back then, I'm coming back. You know what I'm saying? Because that was my mentality. That was his mentality. So I never once blamed him for anything. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have nothing to do with what happened to my cousin. Let's get that out the way off top. You know what I'm saying? Everything just lined up. There's so much that's into this story. There's so much that goes behind it and what took place when Terrence got killed. You know what I'm saying? There was so much going on in his life. Some stuff that happened that I still don't want to get into the details of, even to this day. But, Terrence was in the situation. And I think it all lined up and played itself out perfectly for that, for what happened to happen. Me and Elwood had a disagreement. All started over a basketball game. I remember to this day, man, the basketball game, we basically were playing basketball. I think we came back, you know what I'm saying? I called a foul. Elwood said it wasn't a foul. We had a disagreement. Elwood threw the ball at me. You know what I'm saying? We charged each other. Everybody broke it up. You know what I'm saying? Me being young and me knowing who Elwood was and thinking off the top, man, this man gonna try to do something to me. Feeling like I had to do something first. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it went down. And I came back, you know what I'm saying, with my guns, you know what I'm saying? And I shot at him. I missed, you know what I'm saying? I took off, whatever. Bam. Get home, you know what I'm saying? My Uncle Terrence is telling, not my Uncle Terrence, Ken Lee. We out there on Tree Lane. I wasn't at home. I was at my grandmother's house, to be exact. And Ken Lee came in the room. He was like, listen, man, Terrence was like, man, ain't nobody keeping us in the house. We going out, you know what I'm saying? We ain't scared of nobody. And my Uncle Ken Lee kept saying, don't go, man. Y'all let that go. Stay in the house. Leave it alone tonight. You know what I'm saying? Don't go. But us being hard-headed, being young, and feeling like, you know what I'm saying, that we was invincible, we went down there anyway. And I remember us standing by the bar, and I remember, man, somebody saying Elwood outside. All right, okay. Now, man, I remember Elwood walking in. I remember Elwood looked at me. I made eye contact with him. He walked past me, you know what I'm saying? Boom, whatever happened, happened. You know what I'm saying? It's over with. But, so everything been handled, so I can really get into details, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, all that situation transpired. I remember going down to one knee after I was hit. You know what I'm saying? And I remember telling Terrence I'm hit. You know what I'm saying? He said, cuz, run. You know what I'm saying? I jumped up. I took off running. I got hit 2 times inside the club now. Thank God with no cars coming or nothing, because I didn't look at nothing, man. I'm telling you, it was God. I'm running across the street. As I'm running across the street, man, gunshots start going off. I got hit in the leg going across the street, but I continued running. I ran behind that building. A lot of y'all from Clarksville know that building. They got that big old Volkswagen on top of the building. I ran behind there, man. I'm out of breath. I'm bleeding. I'm tired. I see a car, man. I jump up under the car. You know what I'm saying? And now I hear a car coming. And I said, man, I'm dead. They got me. They got me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm thinking in my head like it's over with. And I heard somebody call my name. And I heard that rasping voice. It was Big Daddy. You know what I'm saying? Big Daddy, Slime Dog, Rico Walls, man. I remember they picked me up. They put me in the car. I remember Slime Dog trying to stop at the red lights and Big Daddy telling him, man, put the house lights on and go. You know what I'm saying? Big Daddy took me into the hospital. You know what I'm saying? And Terrence, at that moment, was still alive. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't there for when Terrence got killed. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, there's a lot of things to play behind that I know. You know what I'm saying? That I'm not even going to talk about now. But, they said that Terrence was trying to get a ride home or whatever, or trying to get a ride to wherever he was trying to go to. And, Batman said what he said to Terrence, and they exchanged words, and Terrence told him his last word was, I die for my family. You know, that way heavy on me, man. You understand what I'm saying? Because that man literally, you know what I'm saying, in a sense, lost his life behind my recklessness and me being young and dumb and not listening to what my Uncle Kenley had told me. And I still, to this day, man, I wish I could change that. And, you know, like I said, man, God don't make no mistakes. It wasn't my time. And I realize that now. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy that me and Terrence had a talk, man. We had a few talks. And Terrence had told me, man, that he dreamed about death. And, you know, people dream about death, and usually when you dream about death, it doesn't mean you. You understand what I'm saying? It don't mean that you're going to die or anything. It can mean anything. But Terrence told me, you know what I'm saying, that a week before that he dreamed that he had got killed. And that's crazy, man. So, you know, this is the origins of that story. You know, like I said, me and El ended up becoming friends. I'm going to get into that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was hanging in Fat Tony's house. Y'all know Fat Tony, rest in peace, man. And I was hustling up Fat Tony's house. And Elwood and Fat Tony were good friends. And Elwood used to come up there a lot, you know what I'm saying? And I would see him, he'd pull up, we wouldn't speak to each other, you know what I'm saying? You know, he would go his way, speak to Fat Tony, and I would be doing what I was doing. And one night, man, I was getting ready to walk up to the Legion. Everybody was dressed, you know what I'm saying? You know, Poston Street and Legion right there. Fat Tony was, you know, it's like, I'm finna get in the car with Elwood. You know, Fat Tony ain't walking to no club. Ain't nowhere in the world. Fat Tony walking up to the Legion. You know, so Elwood, man, looked at me, he said, hey, man, you want to ride? At first, I ain't gonna lie, man, I was like, man, you know, this man ain't trying to set me up or nothing. And I was like, yeah, I'll take a ride. You know, we rode up there. Didn't say nothing in the car. We went in the club, man. We was at the bar. And everybody was buying rounds of beer. You know what I'm saying? He bought a round, and he had me a beer. And, you know, then I bought a round. And I remember us talking at the bar, man, and just saying, man, you know, they were telling me, like, you know, me and Fat Tony cool, you know, man. And, you know, just saying the things he said, and he was just, and I remember, I can't just recall everything was said, but I just remember us talking, man, and, you know, just going over, you know, just saying, like, man, let's let that go, and I know you had nothing to do with my cousin, and, you know what I'm saying, and you doing what you're supposed to do, and from there, man, we grew into a real friendship, man, and that's a good brother, you know what I'm saying, we both was out there in the streets, and we both made a lot of mistakes in life, and we both at different points in our life, man, so I just wanted to break it down, man, and coming up on that 30 years, my cousin been gone, man. I love you, Terrence, and I miss you, and God bless your soul, man. And I ain't gonna never forget you.